What I thought I'd talk about in this video is working with LDC Via Lens. This is our basic application building which allows you to simply create very basic form and view based applications using configuration only, so no coding required whatsoever. So we're in the database viewer page of LDC Via, and I've migrated a database that has 200,000 documents in a single collection called Person. So if we have a quick look at some of the fields on these documents, we've got company, email, first name, last name, city, state, postcode, so sort of standard user profile style fields. We've also got all of the usual supporting fields that are populated onto the documents. We're going to look at a few things in this video. First is that we've got first name and last name fields, but actually what would be really useful in this case is to have a full name field. So we could go and modify every single document and add a new field called full name where we concatenate first name and last name together and store it onto the document. But LDC Via offers a new option called virtual fields. So these are very analogous to computed fields in Notes and Domino, where we can say we're going to add a virtual field called full name. We'll make it a key field, we'll give it a label, and then we need to populate the formula. Now the formula is documented on our website, but basically it's a JSON object, an array of instructions of how we're going to build up the field. And in this case what we want to do is pull the first underscore name field, then put in a space, and then we're going to pull the last underscore name field, and we'll join all those together, and that will make our new full name field. Now this field isn't actually stored on the document, it is computed at the time when the document is displayed back to you using the API. So it doesn't increase the size of the database, and it doesn't have a dramatic impact on performance either, so there's not really much of a downside to using these. So if we now look at the document when we view it in the database administrator, you can now see that we've got a full name field which has pulled together first name and last name and given us Jenny Terina in this case. We can go and modify our collection schema if we want to, for example, change the order of priority of these fields. So we'd like full name to be the top priority field, then company name. We've also got email, first name, last name, and you'll notice that we've also got some other configuration settings here. We've got the field type that is being displayed. So for example, if we wanted to make country a combo box, then we could just enter in some options here. We also have the option to make fields required, so that when we're using the LDC Via Lens interface, these automatically become mandatory fields when the user is creating a new document. But what does that actually look like? So if we just save this configuration and we'll click Open with LDC Via Lens, this is the home page of the LDC Via Lens template. We've got our person collection that we can click on, and you can see that it's picked up the top 2 priority fields off each document and displayed them in the view here. So when I click on Virginia, we get her full name displaying first, the company that she's working for, then her email, first name, and so on, all of the other fields that we marked as key fields. If I click Edit, then the document goes into edit mode. You'll notice that the full name field disappears because it doesn't actually exist on the document, but we can modify Virginian's name. You'll see also that country is a combo box because we entered those options, and we can save this, and you can see that the full name field is automatically updated, the first name field is automatically updated. We also have the option to export to PDF, where we've pulled out all of the key fields from that document in a nice usable format. Back in the database configuration settings, you'll notice that we also have an option to say that we want to add a new view to the database. We've actually already got one configured here for UK people. What this allows us to do is save a filter that we want to apply to a collection so that we can quickly search for combinations of people, in this case from the United Kingdom, but you could have as complex a query as you like here. You can add as many criteria as you like to this query. So in this case we're saying we're working on the collection name called person. We're looking for the field called country where it equals the value United Kingdom. So if we save this, go back to our LDC Via Lens view, you can see we've got the UK people view here, and we've got just people from the United Kingdom. So There are 5,000 pages worth of those, so 50,000 documents in the database that match United Kingdom. So you can see that in terms of performance, that query is very fast indeed. We've also configured to allow the user to be able to add new documents to these collections. So you can very simply add new documents without having to write any code. Again, all of these things are configurable. So you can turn off the addition of new documents, you can turn off editing, you can turn off searching if you want to. All of these things are configurable database viewer page. But the point of all of this is that you've got a very basic forms and views style layout of an application without having to write any code at all. Obviously, if you want to take this further, you can absolutely use the existing LDC Via API to create your own applications or to extend this code.